Hi there. This is AJ Nash with Authenticate. And so I want to talk about another reason I love working with Silo as my primary browser. So listen, the world's a dangerous place. The internet is full of nasty things. And most of us, no matter how experienced we are, how much time we spend out there, we're bound to click on something we wish we didn't later on. And so something like using Silo just prevents me from making self-inflicted mistakes, right? So I don't infect myself and things like that. So a couple examples right now. So I've got Silo running here instead of any of the other browsers you might normally use. And I'm going to show, how this just protects me, right? So let's take a look at a site here. Oh, look, coupons. It's one of those sites out there. You can click on things. Anybody can do this, right? You could be working in the middle of the night if you're an expert, or just, random people. They get emails, they get links that send them places. Oh, I should download some coupons. Great. Okay, I'll take advantage of that. So I'm going to download my coupons here, and that's going to show up, and I get a place to keep them. And it happens to be an XLS file. And now I've got those coupons saved in my drive. Now, if I go look at my drive, and I can pull those up, and there's the coupons right now. Now, what happens if I want to see what was actually involved in that file, since it's an Excel file? Maybe I'll take a look at and see what we've got available. So hybrid analysis is right here in Silo. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I can just go ahead and click on that, and that'll open it up. And let's go ahead and pull that file from our storage and drop that in there. We'll run it. I got to agree to terms, I guess, first. Then we'll run it. I'm not a robot. Let's hope I can get through this the first time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Nope. Motorcycles. Outstanding. Doesn't think I'm a robot. Great. Go ahead and run a quick analysis. And we can run that publicly. That's fine. And CrowdStrike says this is malicious. MetaDefender doesn't seem to think so. It's kind of a debate. But there's certainly a possibility here that it is. We've got details. MITRE attack definitely shows some malice there. And we can see what all this is, though. So clearly this was a malicious file. Something I could have easily downloaded onto my system without even realizing, because, hey, who doesn't want coupons, right? But now I was able to avoid that, right? I was able to save it in an isolated location. I wasn't infected. I can easily run and check to see if these things are dangerous without ever leaving the comfort of my environment. So that's one example. That's coupons, right? So we got another one here. Let's take a look. I'm downloading an invoice. We all do these things as well. So again, I'm going to save this. That's a receipt. XLS file again. So this time, let's run it against VirusTotal. We got that also built right in. So we're going to go ahead and choose a file, and we'll pull our folder back down. And in this case, it's the receipt we're going to check. We'll run that one really quickly. And that also shows some malicious capabilities. So again, we've got ourselves another file that we would have downloaded. It's an invoice. We get a lot of those. Turns out there's a malicious characteristic to this file. It's not a particularly high score, but it does exist. It does show that there's a malicious file there. Another one here, we're downloading somebody's resume, let's say. Again, we're going to get an opportunity here. That's a resume.docx. So we'll download that. Let's take a look and see what we want to use for that this time. Let's run it through VirusTotal again. Why don't we, right? So we'll pull a different file. And this time, what do we say was the resume, right? So we'll run the resume through. And again, we've got some malicious content. So again, these are all things that anybody downloads all the time. It's a really common thing, right? We download things without thinking about it. We're in a hurry. Somebody sends us a phishing email. Somebody says it's a link. Maybe it's a valid person sending us a resume that they don't even realize they're passing along something that is challenging, right? So in this case, there's a Trojan available here and some Trojan scripting according to Kaspersky. Probably not something we'd want to have on our system. But again, it's a really easy thing to do. Self-infection happens all the time, right? So one more example. I think this one's pretty interesting. So here's a website purportedly for downloading Zoom. It's not. It's a bogus site. But you go ahead and click here to download, and we're going to save. Now it's already named in this case, so it gives it away a little bit. It's WannaCry. But I think this is a really easy demo again. So we've shown VirusTotal. We've shown hybrid analysis. Joe Sandbox is also available. I'm just not going to run that one today because I don't have my account open. But in this case, I'm going to run any run here because I really enjoy any run. So let's take a look at what that file looked like, the WannaCry file, right? So let's see if we can get ourselves set up any run to do this. We'll sign in using somebody's account today and get ourselves set up. And so let's pull that WannaCry file in. Okay, there it is. We'll do a public analysis on it. That's fine. It could be public. And now this is going to run the entire simulation, right? So this is virtual computing. Again, all of this is being done inside of Silo. I never had to switch systems. I didn't have to worry about getting compromised. I took a malware, a piece of malware. I was able to download it. I was able to turn around and run it through any run, all integrated directly into Silo. And you can see this is going to run through the whole process right now on the screen for us. This will take a minute or so, I suppose. For anybody wondering, it's not 8:11 in the morning where I am. This is, but you can see this is running all the way through, and it's showing you all the different steps, right? And it's going to validate what this is. Now, we already know, spoiler alert, we know it's WannaCry because that's what the titling was for this. But if you didn't know that, this would be very interesting to watch this unfold and realize, this was supposed to be a safe download for Zoom, but it's not, clearly. And this is going to come through, and we got a few more seconds left. We'll get an answer. All right, we're all done. And malicious activity. How do I think this ran? Sure, it ran great. You're welcome for the feedback. And so there you go. Malicious activity came back. We've got all the screenshots available to us if we want. We can run it through again. And so this is exactly what I'm talking about, though, in that it's a very user-friendly system, right? I didn't have to think about any of these things. I clicked on things that would have gotten me in a lot of trouble usually, but I didn't have to worry about them getting me into trouble, as it turns out. So, the platform protects you, and that's what it comes down to. That's why I really love using Silo, because I don't have to worry about infecting myself. And because if I do get pieces of malware I want to analyze, I don't have to set up another system. I don't have to be an engineer to get things accomplished. And I'm safe from self-infection, and I have the opportunity to do all sorts of analysis. And it's all really built right into the system, whether I want to use Joe Sandbox or VirusTotal or any run or any number of hybrid analysis, any number of other tools that you want to use. They're already built right in, and it's really easy to use. And that's why I love using Silo.